Hello, 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 hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it's time to continue our adventures in the Green Isles with Alexander as we play King's Quest VI. Air today, gone tomorrow. Now, yes, we have successfully tackled the issues in the labyrinth.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And now we have a new location. The Isle of the Mists. Alright. So we are
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Now we have to be very careful here. We go the wrong way. Oh, fup! I missed something.
Alexander is standing on the beach of a shrouded island. From here, two paths lead into the island, one to the northwest and one to the northeast. Weird gnarled trees and rolling mists add to the island's eerie atmosphere.
Yep. I'm gonna walk west though here. Dude, I wanna go. Okay.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna need some coal.
Alexander reaches into the fire pit and takes a lump of coal.
Yes. I'm gonna take this scythe. We may need that.
Alexander takes the scythe.
Alright.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Yeah. We don't want to worry about that right now. Because that'll be folly.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Alright. We took care of what we need there right now. Our next visit is not going to go so nice, so we need
Alexander
to be careful.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Now remember that. Alright. Alrighty. So now it's time to head north on the island of the beast. Oh, yes. I need that shield. Thank you.
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case.
Yep.
The magic arrow completely shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, now we can get a nice little white rose. I have a feeling we're going to need that.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, because we're going to enter a time situation.
Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked.
Well, let's unblock that path.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light.
Yep.
He's through.
Ah! Hello.
Who dares enter Beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then.
Yeah.
I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life.
Uh-oh.
By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
Yeah.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Or the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you.
Yeah.
I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give
course.
you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... if you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers, while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Well, luckily, I know someone who can do that. And their life is pretty crappy right now. And no, it's not Casima. That kind of defeat our purpose here. And now we do that. Yeah, the pond, the archer, and the roses were all protection, and we just fucked that up.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Yes, Flint. Back to the Isle of
Alexander
the
feels a
Drowned.
strange pulling sensation.
All right. All right. Don't need you right now, Sing Sing. All right. Let's go into the bookstore. Jollo, my friend. What news?
Jollo, my friend, is the wedding still moving forward at the castle?
Prince Alex, egads, yes, that confounded wedding has a whole castle a-bustle. Look, I didn't come here to talk about that, though. I came to warn you.
Warn
Oh.
me? About what? Isn't the wedding bad enough?
No, listen. The Wazir knows that you're here, Alexander. He's posted extra guards, and he's telling them about a foreign saboteur. Who else could he mean but you? The Wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. I don't know how, but he must have.
I haven't exactly been discreet, I'm afraid.
Alexander, this is serious.
Yeah.
Alhazred will never let you get close to Casima now. He stumbled the castle guard, probably to make sure you keep out.
Of course.
Gadzooks. Oh, it's too bad there isn't some way to convince Alhazred that you've left the islands or even died. If he thought you were out of the way, you might be able to get close enough to...
What an interesting thought. Tell me more about this genie.
The
Yeah.
genie's name is Shamir Shamazel. Alhazred brought Shamir with him when he came to this kingdom. Shamir probably won't directly threaten you, but that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. He can be a terrible trickster and an ingenious spy.
Yeah.
It's too bad we can't get our hands on Shamir's lamp. If we had that lamp, Alhazred and all of our problems would be solved. Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
You would wish to be master of such a wicked creature?
Oh, Shamir isn't necessarily evil.
Yes.
Genies never are, you know. They only reflect their owner's heart, for good or ill. Alhazred is hardly a shining example for an impressionable genie.
So how do you propose we go about getting Shamir's lamp?
What? Oh, Prince Alex, I was only dreaming. I mean, the lamp is heavily guarded. It would be easier to steal Alhazred's own trousers while he's wearing them than it would be to get that lamp.
But surely a clown's hands are quick and agile.
Well, yes, they
Yeah.
are, as a matter of fact. But then the theft would be detected almost immediately. And then... my poor neck.
If the theft were detected.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, there might be a slim chance, but only that. If you could find a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I might be able to make the swap. I alone might get close enough.
All
But
right.
I couldn't tell you what to look for. I caught a glimpse of it only once. I would know it if I saw it again, but to say I cannot.
Well, I'll just have to see what I can do.
Good luck to you then, Prince Alex. I really must be going back to the castle. I don't think I'll be able to come back here. If we were spied on, well, it's too high a risk. I hope you understand.
Of
If I
course.
see Casima, I'll tell her I saw you. If you do ever make it to the castle, look me up. And do be careful, friend.
I
will
will.
be.
Goodbye, Jollo. Thanks for all your help.
All right. As he heads out, he's going that way. I go this way. But I want to make sure I have...
The strand of hair from the red ribbon is the color of midnight. Alex
Right. beauty!
Good day, maid. My name is Alexander. How do you do?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Oh. Well, let's do some convincing here.
Pardon me, maid. I hope you don't think me forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might, perhaps, like a fresh white rose.
Alexander can see the conflict in the girl's pretty face as she fights between her distrust of him and her desire for the white rose. The rose wins.
Oh, I shouldn't, sir, but it is so lovely. I've never seen a rose of white. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges of them on the Isle of the Beast, and they grow together like magic.
Yep.
Oh, truly? What an adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, though, kind sir.
Well, let's offer the ring.
Beast's ring is made of pure, heavy gold and bears an insignia possibly related to Beast's princely past.
Well then.
Alexander can't break Beast's spell.
Okay.
Alexander has a thought about the serving girl. He decides to bring up the subject of Beast with her.
Yes.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanted place. There's a path running through a deep forest. The path crosses 3 magic blockades, set to keep all visitors away. At the center lives a tremendous beast.
Really? Magic blockades? How exciting! What kind of a beast? Is it very terrifying and ferocious?
It is a beast that walks on 2 legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks with the voice of a man.
A beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible? Is the beast magic too?
Not magical, enchanted. Beast was once a prince, but a witch trapped him in the form of a beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible! Imagine how lonely he must be.
It is a very lonely prospect, isn't it? Oh, I have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious, but who would not be?
He really exists? Oh, how it breaks my heart. If I could, I would tend to such a beast. Such a beast might find comfort in a kind face. Do you not think it so?
Oh, I think it's so. I very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Afraid? Maybe at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
Home is a hard place to leave, even if you're unhappy there.
But I will go. If I can help him. I must go.
She's got a good heart. And probably will get treated better there than at home.
Is there nothing you wish to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring. It is his. He will be pleased if you would wear it.
Why, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Thank you kindly, sir.
Beauty! Where do you think you're going?
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
Yep.
I see you wear my ring.
Uh-oh.
You willingly agreed to spend your life here with me? Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
You look at me so sweetly and are not repulsed. Oh, by the light of your eyes, my spirit soars. The enchantment! It is broken!
I am pleased to have served you, my lord. Do you still wish me to stay?
What? Speak not such nonsense, Beauty. Do you think that I learned nothing of true love during my time here? You are my queen.
Whoa.
Oh, my clothes! This gown!
How well it suits your noble heart.
Yes. And the genie. Sneaky bastard.
Alexander, how can I ever repay you? I have nothing to offer except my gratitude. But please, take these old clothes. Perhaps you'll find someone in need during your travels.
You have
Yeah.
already repaid me by your example of courage, Beauty. And by your friendship, I hope.
You will always have our friendship and loyalty, Prince Alexander. But from a fellow adventurer, take some advice. If you find your true love, protect her with your life. Fear all beasts without the redeeming humanity of love.
Yeah.
And to aid you, accept my mirror. Now that my life is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Yeah?
Thank you. I wish you both well.
Come, Beauty. Let me take you home.
Yep, there's that genie again. Well, we were able to straighten that out. Alright, now. Now, we have everything we need, but we haven't reached the point where we have to decide on another major choice, so I think we're getting close to it. We're getting very close to it, and we will hit that very soon. Okay. Now it's time to head to the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Past the oyster beds. All's well as here. Oh, yes. Now, what do we have
Alexander
here?
picks up the bottle.
Interesting little bottle. It says drink me on it.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
Yeah, it's rather forward. So I'm just going to save the game before I open this bottle or test it out. Just in case. It only has one use.
Alexander decides to swallow the potion in the bottle labeled "Drink Me" to see what happens. Suddenly, his vision fades to black. His lungs become too heavy to breathe. His heartbeat slows.
Oh my. I think I goofed.
Then beats no more.
Uh-oh. I goofed. I think I goofed.
Suddenly, his heart takes a lurch, then beats strong.
Oh.
His chest heaves like that of a newborn. His vision clears, and Alexander feels fine.
Phew. For a minute there, I thought, what if someone else had seen me and thought, sounds?
Well, now we have an idea.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
Well, obviously we didn't use it all. Because if we had, it would have gone and disappeared. Alright, well, let's take care of the... Is that bottle of milk I have here?
The glass bottle,
Okay.
the milk bottle, is...
Let's give that to the babies.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
Okay, alright, we got an old lamp here, I think. Is that the old lamp?
Alexander is carrying the lamp is empty.
So let's get some,
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, let's see. Alright.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears.
Mm-hmm.
The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
Alright. Now let's head to chessboard land again. Hello, Sir Knights. Well, here they come.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal time contemplating something else. The lump of coal shall be sent to the Castle of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
No, it shan't.
Yes, it shall.
If the coal is sent in your name, I shall royally decree a ban on all red on this isle.
Oh boy.
You do, and I shall royally decree that white shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
You wouldn't dare!
Yeah, she would.
Oh, wouldn't I?
Oh, it's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Yes, I have a large lump of coal.
I found the two of you another lump of coal so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Yes.
Oh, let me see. A lump of coal. And what a beauty it is, too. Oh, marvelous.
Yes.
can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one.
Yes.
Quite right. That settles everything. As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Do you have a container to contain the smell?
Thanks.
Let me see that lump of coal, Your Highness.
Uh-oh.
It is a beauty, isn't it? Why, it's bigger than my lump of coal. Let me have it immediately. Over my dead body, Your Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen. I demand you exchange with me immediately.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Well, Alexander, we've done our good duty. Because we have things to do. Before I leave the Isle of Wonder, see, I should have that. It should be in the cup.
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain.
Yes. Yeah.
The teacup contains swamp ooze.
Okay, just making sure I have that. I want to make sure I had that because I don't...
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Yep. Alright, and we're going back to the Isle of the
Alexander
Beast.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
And I want to do this before we end the episode. Because this is a game that had two paths you could take. A long path and a short path, and the short path had the absolute minimum you needed to win to beat the game. So obviously, but the long path you could actually get things you needed done. Ah, good. In here.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Alrighty.
Alexander is carrying a...
Good. I need the spell book. Alrighty. Salt and sacred waters in a teapot. Well, lamp is a teapot. Needs a boiling to activate.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters three have I for tea. Brew a tempest now for me.
All right. Having been raised with a wizard, he has some magical skill. Raised by a wizard.
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Yeah. Now we're going to head back to the beach. Now, everything we've gathered at this time is everything we need. And we will begin on the paths. So, here is what we have to do. I'm going to head to the beach. And then in our next installment, I am going to go to the Isle of the Isle of Mists. Now, that'll be pretty much automatic. I will have to do certain things at a certain time. But I will handle that at that time. As always, I do thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough here and been paying attention. But this is definitely a game you should all experience. Now, I will not do a separate for the short path. I will take the long path because it has the best ending. Just to let you know. I do hope you've enjoyed this playthrough, though, and I do hope you check out the other videos I have up. Besides the King's Quest franchise, I've played through other Sierra games, and I'm also working my way through other games and franchises that premiere at 3 p.m. Eastern in a 2-week cycle. I'm working my way through the Doom franchise, following Doom Guy / Doom Slayer. I am working my way through Beyond Good and Evil, working my way through the Tomb Raider Core Designs timeline, currently on Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, currently working my way through the Sherlock Holmes reboot franchise, which there's only one game of out right now, but that could change in the near future as the remake of The Awaken is coming out to be part of that. But we're currently working on Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Currently working my way through Stasis. I'm also working my way through the original Sherlock Holmes timeline in a chronological order. I'm basically playing now the first game because it is 7th in that timeline. That is Mystery of the Mummy. And I'm working my way through Little Nightmares 2. And a bunch of other things. Also, at 10 a.m., usually Tuesday through Saturday morning, weekly, I will have videos premiering. Tuesday is for fic reading. Wednesday is one of the first 7 Final Fantasy games. Thursday is Dead by Daylight. Friday is a fighting game ladder mode. And Saturday is usually reserved for a retrospective for a game or series I've beaten. If something doesn't pop up on a Saturday, that means that I'm caught up on those series. I believe this coming Saturday will be Shantae and the Pirate's Curse retrospective. And a bunch of other stuff that tends to premiere on the channel too. So take care all, have fun, and again, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere. Bye all.